माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे So we are celebrating Gaur Purnima the annual. One very beautiful song, 4 stanzas in glorification of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's called Yadi Gaur Na Hoito. Y-A-D-I Gaura G-A-U-R-A Na Hoito. And you can find it very easily on Kirti songs. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. यदि गौर ना होइतो तबे की होइतो के मने धरि कांदे यदि गौर ना होइतो तबे की होइतो के मने धरि कांदे राधार महिमा प्रेम रस सीमा जगत जानत के राधा रमाईमा जगत जानत के मधुर वृंदा विपिन माधुरी प्रवेश चातुरी मधुर वृंदा विपिन माधुरी प्रवेश चातुरी वरज युवती भावेर भक्ति शकति होइते ब्रजेर युवती भावेर भक्ति शकति होइते गौ गौ गुण गौरंगिर गुण सरल होइया मोनो गाओ गाओ गुण गौरंगिर गुण सरल होइया मोनो ए भव सागरे एमन दया न देखिया एक जन ए भव सागरे न देखिया एक जन गौरंग बोलिया नागेनु बोलिया के मने धरि मुरे गौरंग बोलिया नागेनु बोलिया के मने धरि मुरे वासुरहिया पाषाण दिया के मने गाड़िया वासुरहिया पाषाण दिया के गाड़िया यदि घोर न होइतो हे मोने होइतो हे मोने होइताने यदि घोर न होइतो तबे की होइतो हे मोने होइताने राधा महिमा प्रेम रस सीमा जगत जानत के राधा महिमा हरे कृष्णा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा So today we will be serving Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 8. And this chapter 8 is in regards to a wonderful pastime by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and conversation with Rai Ramananda, one of his most confidential and intimate associate. And today's text is text number 57, but the Samam Bonam will be discussed with so many other verses, but today's verse is displayed here on the board. So प्रभु कहे पाद श्लोक साध्यर निर्णय राय कहे स्वधर्माचरणे विष्णु भक्ति होय प्रभु कहे पद श्लोक साध्यर निर्णय राय कहे स्वधर्माचरणे विष्णु भक्ति होय प्रभु कहे पद श्लोक साध्यर निर्णय राय कहे स्वधर्माचरणे विष्णु भक्ति होय
Prabhu kaha pada shloka sadhera nirnaya.
प्रभु कहे पाद श्लोक साध्यर निर्णय
Raya kahe swadharma charane Vishnu bhakti haya.
राय कहे स्वधर्माचरणे विष्णु भक्ति होय प्रभु कहे पद श्लोक साध्यर निर्णय राय कहे स्वधर्माचरणे विष्णु भक्ति होय प्रभु कहे साध्यर निर्णय राय कहे
Swadharma charane Vishnu bhakti haya.
प्रभु कहे पद श्लोक साध्यर निर्णय राय कहे स्वधर्माचरणे विष्णु भक्ति होय माता जी प्रभु कहे पद श्लोक साध्यर निर्णय राय कहे स्वधर्माचरणे विष्णु भक्ति होय प्रभु कहे पद श्लोक साध्यर निर्णय राय कहे स्वधर्माचरणे विष्णु भक्ति होय Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ji ki Jai. Kindly repeat, Prabhu kahe, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. Pada, just recite. Shloka, a verse from the revealed scriptures. Sadhyara, of the aim of life. Nirnaya, and ascertainment. Rai Kohe, Ramanand Rai replied, Swadharma Acharana, by executing one's occupational duty. Vishnu Bhakti, devotional service to Lord Vishnu. Hoy, there is. Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Ramanand Roy recite a verse from the revealed scriptures concerning the ultimate goal of life. Purport. Raman replied, if one executes the prescribed duties of his social position, he awakens his original Krishna consciousness. In this connection, Sri Ramanujacharya states in the Vedartha Sangraha that devotional service is naturally very dear to the living entity. Indeed, it is life's goal. The devotional service is supreme knowledge or Krishna consciousness, and it brings detachment from all material activity. In the transcendental position, a living being can perfectly acknowledge the superiority of serving the Supreme Lord. The devotees attain the Supreme Lord only by devotional service. Having such knowledge, one engages in his occupational duty, and that is called Bhakti Yoga. By performing Bhakti Yoga, one can rise to the platform of pure devotional service. A great saint, the father of Srila Vyasadeva Parashar Muni, has specifically mentioned that devotional service to the Lord can ultimately be awakened in human society by the discharge of duties in accordance with the Varnashram system. The Supreme Personality of Godhead instituted Varnashram Dharma to give human beings a chance to return home back to Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, who is known in the Bhagavad Gita as Purushottam, the greatest of all personalities, personally came and declared that the institution of Varnashram Dharma was founded by him as stated in the Bhagavad Gita. चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टं गुणकर्म विभागशः तस्य कर्ताराम अपि माम vidhi akartaram avyayam. Elsewhere in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verses 45 to 46, the Lord says, Sve sve karmani abhirataha samsiddhim labate naraha swakarma nirata siddhim yatha vidati tachrinu yataha pravritti bhutanam yena sarvam idam tattam swakarmanam ta abhyarcha siddhim vidanti manavaha. Human society should be divided into four divisions: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, and everyone should always engage in his occupational duty. The Lord says that those engaged in the occupational duty can attain perfection simply by rendering loving devotional service to the Lord while executing their particular duty. Actually, the modern ideal of classless society can be introduced only by Krishna consciousness. Let men perform their occupational duty and let them give their profits to the service of the Lord. In other words, one can attain the perfection of life by discharging one's occupational duty and employing the results in the service of the Lord. This method is confirmed by great personalities like Bodhayan, Tanka, Dramida, Guhdev, Kaparadi, and Bharuchi. It is also confirmed by the Vedanta Sutra. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manoyavishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam. आजानुलंबितो भुजो कनकायवधातो संकीर्तनय पितरवो कमलायताक्षो विश्वम्भरो द्विजवरो युगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो नवनीरदनिन्दितकान्तिधरं रससागरनागर भूपवरं शुभवङ्किमचारु शिखण्डशिखिं भज कृष्णा निधिम व्रजराज सुतम भज कृष्णा निधिम व्रजराज सुतम राधिका सरोदइंदु निंदिमुख मंडली वंदिये श्रीपाद पद्म वृषभानुनंदिनी वंदिये श्रीपाद पद्म वृषभानुनंदिनी वंदिये श्रीपाद पद्म वृषभानु नंदिनी. पतित पावन निताय गौर सुंदर की, श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की, गोपालनाथ जी श्रीनाथ जी की, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा देवी की, भक्त वत्सल नरसिंह देव भगवान, भक्त शिरोमणि महाजन प्रहलाद महाराज की, श्रीला प्रभुपाद अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, गौर भक्त वृंद की, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. So my obeisances unto all the assembled Vaishnavas, hundreds of obeisances all to the senior Vaishnavas, Prabhupada disciples, to our Gaudiya Acharyas, may the words that emanate from my mouth be pleasing to them. So this is an amazing conversation between Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rai Ramananda. This week we are celebrating the advent of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaur Purnima. So um, we are taking one particular pastime as much as time allows. Uh, this is from, as we know, from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela. And it is amazing how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, by his own example, wanting to glorify his devotee or devotees, if I may say so. In this particular case, Rai Ramananda Prabhu. Uh, by asking a question, what is the ultimate goal of life? I think all of us have this in our minds, and based on our understanding, our sadhana, our devotion, whatever level we are at, we have a certain understanding of the ultimate goal of life. But herein, uh, there are a lot of surprises, if I may use those words, as to what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu considers the ultimate goal of life. And that's what this whole chapter 8 is all about. So, actually, Rai Ramananda in Krishna Leela is Vishakha Sakhi. The eight principal Sakhis, the best friends of Radharani. Amongst the eight, the two best is Lalita and Vishakha. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after kind of, spreading the Sankirtan movement after taking sannyas at the age of 24, he started preaching the the glorification. He glorified the importance of chanting the holy names. Ajanu lambito bhujo kanakayo dhato sankirtanai pitaro. Those two great personalities whose arms extend to their knees. Ajanu lambito bhujo kanakayo dhato, with golden complexion. Sankirtanai pitaro, the fathers of the Sankirtan movement. Sankirtanai pitaro, Kamalaya Taksho, who has beautiful eyes like a lotus petals. Vishwam Bharo Dvijavaru, they are the uh, givers or the protectors of the entire creation. Uh, Vishwambaro, Dvijavaro, and they are the crest jewels in the Brahmins, amongst the Brahmins. Both of them, Gaur Nitai, appeared to great Brahmins, Jagannath Mishra and Hadai Pandit. So they are the crown jewels of Brahmins. And what are they doing? They are preaching the holy names. Vande Jagat Priya Karo Karuna Avtaro. And they are very, very, very dear to everyone. And the ocean of mercy, or the incarnation of mercy. So after his sannyas at 24, he went around 12 years preaching the holy names, the importance of holy names. And that was kind of considered external, leading to an internal mood. It's a little complicated when I make this statement. External in the sense that because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came for two purposes external and internal. The external purpose of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was to give the holy names to everyone. And once everybody would accept the holy names, then they would also get their internal bhajan would cause them to enter the eternal pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So, and that was the first purpose, or we can say the external purpose of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in the previous chapters, very especially in the Adi Leela, in the first few chapters, he describes the reasons. And the internal reasons are three that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, his own internal reason. What were they? Number one, he wanted to glorify the Radharani. The love that Radharani has for Krishna. And we sang this song earlier today, just before we started the class. Yadi gaur na hoito, tabe ki hoito, kemone dharitam de, Radhara mahima prema rasa sima, jagat janatake. So if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not have come, Vasughosh is the author of this particular song, one of the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He composed this. And by the way, Kishore Kishori manifests to Vasughosh. Just like we have Madan Mohanji that manifests to Sanatan Goswami, and all the other Goswamis have the respective deities. So Kishore Kishori, we have them in Chicago, where I spent about 28 years of my life. So remembering their lotus feet. So Vasughosh says that if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had not come, Yadi Gaur na hoito, kemone dharitam de, how would I have lived? I would have died a long time ago. And he came for what? Radhara Mahima Prema Rasa Sima. To glorify Srimati Radharani, whose crescendo or the zenith of love for Krishna that Radharani has, just to glorify that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. Radhara Mahima Prema Rasa Sima, the ultimate, the zenith of Prem Rasa, of the Prem Rasa that Shri possesses. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of Nanda Maharaj, in the form of Mahaprabhu, wanted to glorify her. That was his internal reason number one. Internal reason number two is he wanted to taste his own sweetness. Krishna, because when he saw that the gopis and Radharani and the Rajvasis were enchanted by his presence, by his beauty. So sometimes we find in practical life that we may not really know how handsome or beautiful we are. It's the others who actually enjoy our beauty or our countenance. They are the ones who know better than us. So he wanted to, from that perspective, especially from the perspective of the milkmaids of Vrindavan, he wanted to, and the best milkmaid being Srimati Radharani, the gopi, he wanted to taste his own beauty from her perspective. And the third internal reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came is to feel the ecstasy of Srimati Radharani, what she feels. As a very simple example, if I may, if there are two persons in a relationship, whether two best friends or maybe two lovers, husband, wife, whatever example we may take, the love or the affection is not identical. There's always one of them, or it can switch at a particular time. One's affection is much higher than the other, or vice versa. So, considering the way Radharani behaved, which is one of the highest ecstasies in Krishna Prema, there are different levels. in Krishna Prema. So, we all seek Krishna Prema. If somebody asks, what's your ultimate goal? So, we all say Krishna Prema, but what kind of Prema? What is our final, prayojan or the ultimate goal of life? So that is described in this chapter very nicely. And I would encourage all of you all to read it in detail, especially this week being Gaur Purnima. It's one of my favorite chapters in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So I just selected that today. So here, the third internal reason is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, wanted to feel that ecstasy of Srimati Radharani. So what she feels in my presence, I want to feel what she's feeling. In the different levels of prema, Mahabhav is considered the highest. That is only accessible to the gopis of Vrindavan in conjugal love, Madhurya Rasa. But in the Mahabhav, in this conjugal rasa, the highest of the highest is Srimati Radharani's, which is further delineated into Madanakya and Mohanakya, which is not possible in any of the gopis, neither the Ashtasakhis, the eight gopis, or any other gopis in Vrindavan. So that is her specific domain and specific to Srimati Radharani. And that is the reason Krishna wanted to feel that how I can obtain that bhav, that Madanakya and Mohanakya bhav. How is it possible to get it? And that is the reason he came as Mahaprabhu Krishna in the bhav of Srimati Radharani. Krishna of Raj in the bhav of Srimati Radharani. To understand that. And the last 12 years, after the first 12 years of the external Harinam Sankirtan, he retired into seclusion in Jagannath Puri. And in the Gambhira, I'm sure devotees who have visited Jagannath Puri have visited the Gambhira, very small room, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his very rigorous internal bhajan, where he chanted the Mahamantra so rigorously that day and night. Sometimes when he would chant the holy names, he would rub his cheeks on the wall without realizing that blood was oozing all over his cheeks in separation of Krishna. So he had already at one point obtained that Madanakya and Mohanakya bhav of Srimati Radharani in the Gambhira. And that is one of the reasons when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Krishna of Vrindavan decided to come as Mahaprabhu in the every 10,000 Kali Yuga, Radharani said, no, I cannot let you go alone. I will, because if your goal is to obtain my bhav, you have no idea what you're going to get into. So let me go with you and let me wrap myself around you, because in that ecstasy, in that separation, you will be falling on the ground, you will be rolling on the ground, you won't realize what's happening to you, and I want to protect you. That is the love of Srimati Radharani. She wraps herself around Krishna. Krishna is blackish, but Radharani is Gaurangi, golden complexion. So she decides to say, Krishna, okay, fine, so be it, but I'm going with you. Because once you obtain my mood, will forget everything, and you will even hurt yourself. So let me I'm going to protect you. That is the amazing love of Srimati Radharani, just one component, and that is why Krishna is known as Gauranga. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is described that Krishna Varnam Tisha Akrishnam, Sango Pango Parshadam, Krishna Varnam. Krishna Varnam, there are two meanings to that word. It's amazingly how the Acharyas explain. Krishna Varnam means dark. One of the meanings of Krishna means darkish. So that person, meaning the son of Nanda Maharaj, who has got the darkish complexion, Krishna Varnam Tvisha, his complexion, will be Krishna Varnam Tvisha Akrishna. He will become Akrishna, meaning he's not going to come here in this Kali as the dark son of Nanda Maharaj, dark complexioned Krishna. And here the Acharyas explain the complexion being Suvarna or golden. And another meaning of the word Krishna Varnam is this person, who is none other than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, will be always describing Krishna. Varnam or Varna in Sanskrit means to describe also. That's one of the meanings. So Varnam means complexion and Varna means also to describe. So this personality will always be describing Krishna or singing the glories of Krishna, which is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in many scriptures, it is revealed, different scriptures, the advent of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. And the confidential components of those slokas are revealed by our Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas. Sango Pango Parshadam, and he does not come alone, he comes along with his associates. Always, Prabhupada said that just like a president or a prime minister when he's traveling, naturally we understand that he's traveling with his ministers, his advisors, even his cook. So whenever the Lord comes, he comes with his associates. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori Saparshada Siyodhama Saha Avatari Atyanta Durlabha Prema Kori Baredan Sikhaesha Ranagati Bhaka Tero Pran. This is one verse of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's introductory song of Sharanagati. He says, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Daya Kori. Due to the compassion towards the souls in this material world, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Daya Kori, Swaparshad Siyo Dham Saha Avtari. He came along with his dham, which is Navadip, which is non-different from Vrindavan. Navadip is known as Chhana Vrindavan, hidden Vrindavan, Navadip Mayapur. Swaparshad Siyodham, and he came along with his associates. Swaparshad, associates, Siyodham, along with his dham. And to do what? Atyanta Durlabha Prema Kori Baredan. To give the highest love that is possible, that can be attainable. Atyanta Durlabha means the rarest. Durlabha means rare. Atyanta Durlabha Prema Kori Baredan, meaning he's giving it in charity. Which Rupa Goswami, when he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says the same thing. Namo Maha Vadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaura Tishay Namaha. One of the pranam mantras of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is this famous that we all are aware about. So he came with his associates and along with his to preach, give us the highest in charity without any cost. Just chant the holy names. Prabhupada said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so kind, there is no qualifications needed. There is no constriction of even time. Nam Akari Bahuda Nicha Sarva Shaktis Tatra Pita Niyameta Smaran Nena Kalaha Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagwana Mama Pi Durdaivam Idrisham Ihajani Na Anuraga. Sistastakam Shlok number 2. That, oh my dear Krishna, you have invested all your names into your internal energies in your names. And there is no rules and regulations to even chant it. And that is why actually the Mahamantra previously, before the advent of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, used to be recited as Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. It is since time immemorial. It is not that the Mahamantra was just recent 500 years or 535 years. when Mahaprabhu came? No. It's been in existence since time immemorial, because Narottam Das Thakur says, Golokera Prema Dhana Harinama Sankirtana. So this Premadhan, the wealth of Golok, this holy names, they came from Golok. So many sampradayas have chanted this Mahamantra with the Hare Ram part first. And because that is a mantra that is regulated, which has to be chanted at a particular time, in a specific way, etc. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu changed that. Many people ask us this question, that why is it that you ISKCON people chant, the Mahamantra is Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And you're chanting you're taking Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of full compassion, he said, okay, fine, I will respect the Vedas. And actually, this is also mentioned in the Kali Shantarana Upanishad, where there's a conversation between Narad Muni and Brahmaji. Narad Muni, out of compassion, also asked Brahmaji that how will the people, the souls in Kali be delivered? What is the process? So Brahmaji, in some millennium, already answered that question, that it is through the holy names, through the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Soda Akshara mantra. Soda means 16. Soda mantra. The mantra that has got 16 words. So this Hare Ram Mahamantra has been there since immemorial. But it has specific rules as to when, just like how we chant Gayatri. Gayatri has specific rules. What are the rules of Gayatri mantra? That you have to take a bath, you have to do achaman, and then you have to sit in a direction facing the sun. And then 3 times a day, when the confluence of the sun happens, when the time changes from early morning, from Brahma Muhurat to early morning, that's one confluence. It is known as one Sandhya. The second Sandhya is when morning transits into afternoon, when the sun comes up into the mid sky. And then at that time, that's the second Sandhya. So there's a rule there. And the third Sandhya is the confluence of time when there is twilight in the evening. That's when you chant the Gayatri mantra. So there are rules and regulations. And not everybody has privilege to get the Gayatri mantra from their gurus and so many other mantras that they study in the Vedas. So then what about them? So Mahaprabhu said, you know what, I respect those, but here I will chant this as Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and no rules and regulations. No rules and regulations. Chanted anywhere, sitting, sleeping, in the bathroom, driving. Well, I mean, don't drive and chant, because but one can always chant at work. Wherever you are, you can always chant the holy names without whether you take a bath or you don't take a bath, you can chant the holy names. Because the urgency is there. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recognized that, and he changed that, the Mahamantra. And they have the authority, just like Prabhupada. He had the authority. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada in the Gaudiya month, minimum chanting was 64 rounds. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said in his Updeshavali, 26 instructions, one of the instructions is that if you don't chant 1 lakh names, which is 64 rounds, Krishna will not even look at your offering. Amongst the 26 important instructions of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. But when Srila Prabhupada came, and when he said, tomorrow you will get initiated, the first batch, I think at that time it was Kirtanand Keith and Howard Wheeler, those few devotees that were there. And then we said that you will follow the 4 regulatory principles and chant minimum 64 rounds of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Professor Howard Wheeler said, no way, Swamiji. He calculated, that will take about 14 hours. Because they took, in those days, 10 to 12 minutes to chant 1 round. So you can think 64 rounds, you just calculate that. So Prabhupada simply smiled and said, okay, 32. So he said, Swamiji, that's also a lot of, we have work and this and that. And Prabhupada said, okay, that's it. Minimum 16 good rounds. And follow the 4 regulative principles. So Prabhupada changed the number of rounds. So they can do that. Obviously, we have no power or we have no authority or we should not have the audacity to change anything what Prabhupada gave us. We should never reinvent the wheel as it is. That's the important thing for us as sadhaks. Then our lives will be, as sadhaks, will be very successful. So he came with associates, and especially many associates, but in the last 12 years of his life, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his pastimes, he chose to stay with three devotees. One was Govinda, one of a personal servant, and the other two was Rai Ramananda and Swarup Damodar Goswami. Rai Ramananda is none other than Vishakha Sakhi, and this conversation is with Rai Ramananda. And Swarup Damodar Goswami is none other than Lalita Sakhi. So they were the two, and he particular chose. Now, if we look at the logic behind this, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Radha Krishna, right? And Radha Krishna, they're both there in that one personality. And in order to relish the most confidential pastimes, Krishna chose Lalita and Vishakha in the form of Rai Ramananda and Swarup Damodar Goswami. Because when Radharani said that, okay, he's bent on going to taste the nectar from our perspective, and especially from my perspective, and he's going to go crazy, and somebody will need to guide him. So the best Sakhis of Radharani were asked by Radharani, you go too, you come with us too, because he will need that. Because when he goes crazy in the Gambhira in the middle of the night, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, so many different descriptions are given. How Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to, when Swarup Damodar Goswami used to lock the door from outside, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was inside chanting the holy names, and suddenly he would be outside at the ocean, and you think that is the Jamuna and jump into it. And then sometimes he would be in front of the Jagannath Puri temple, and there he would display his Ashtasattvic transformation, where he would turn into a ball and the cows would be licking him, and in his ecstasy, because he had obtained that bhav of Srimati Radharani of separation. So at that time, Swarup Damodar Goswami and Rai Ramananda were his protectors. They would start looking, and they wouldn't even realize when he left, because he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even when the door was locked, he was found outside on the street rolling. Even when the door was locked, he was found in the ocean, caught by a fisherman in his net. So, like this, so many pastimes are there, and actually they fanned him by reciting so many different esoteric, high-class verses from Chandidas, Vidyapati, Jaidev Goswami. There were the Madhurya Rasa songs that Swarup Damodar Goswami sang, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would be so pleased internally. And that would also include songs of separation. And that would fan his internal mood. For a certain mood to happen, there has to be a conducive situation. Even when we are chanting the holy names, there has to be a conducive situation, a nice environment to concentrate on the holy name. So similarly, a conducive situation was created by these two associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu was actually, before retiring to the Gambhira, he was on his walk all over India. And before leaving Jagannath Puri, he had met Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, who was a Mayavadi, very extreme, but one of the greatest scholars, as the name suggests, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarva means all. Bhauma means the entire world. And Bhatta Acharya means the Brahmin or the Acharya. So he was a very amazing Vedic scholar who had many, many disciples. And there's another wonderful Leela, but that's for another time, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, converts him into a Vaishnava. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, once he became a Vaishnava, he started glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by writing so many songs. And one of the songs that he wrote that I can recollect is Advaita Ashtakam. glorifying Advaita Acharya, but the advent of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is mentioned in that particular Advaita Ashtakam. So Sarvabhauma Acharya says, Hunkar Garjanadi Ahoratri Sadaguna Ha Krishna Radhika Nath Prarthanadi Bhavana Sita Nath Advaita Charana Charninda Bhavana सीतानाथ द्वैत चरणारविंद भावना धूप दीप चंदनादि. So like this, it's 8 verses, so obviously, but this essence is that here Sarvabhauma Acharya describes that Advaita Acharya sat on the bank of the Ganges and he roared loudly. Hunkar, Hunkar means roar. And say, Mahaprabhu, please come. Now it is time for you to arrive. Please come, please come. And he cried and cried. And he had the Shaligram Shila that he used to worship with the Ganges water and tulsi leaves and some manjaris. And with his tears, he performs Abhishek of that Shaligram, who is not different from Krishna or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and said, please come, my dear Mahaprabhu, it's time. Dhupa Deepa Kasturi Lepa Adi, with the incense and with the lamp and with the Kasturi. Kasturi is the musk. So he used all that paraphernalia to please Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he said, now it's time for you to come. So Sarvabhauma Acharya became such a wonderful Vaishnava. Somebody who is a Mayavadi became such a pure Vaishnava, and he has written so many different songs glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Perhaps this we can sing a couple of them that have been composed by Sarvabhauma Acharya that glorify Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. So, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he with the 2 associates, Rai Ramananda and Sarup Damodar Goswami, and before coming to the Gambhira, he was on his walk in distant southern India. So when Sarvabhauma Acharya found that he's going to have a Padayatra, a walking, preaching tour, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, please, when you go to South India, you will, please don't forget to meet Rai Ramananda. He is the minister of the southern part of India, actually Madras, today is known as Chennai, and please meet him. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was requested by Sarvabhauma Acharya because he spoke very highly, and his father Bhavanand Rai was also a devotee in Jagannath Puri. So he spoke very highly that he, although born in a Shudra family, in a low-class family, but don't forget to meet him. He is there. I know you're going that way on the banks of the Godavari, and you will certainly. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had decided to take the advice of Sarvabhauma Acharya because he was also considered more or less like a grandfatherly figure. And he was also old. So he had great respect for Sarvabhauma Acharya. So certainly I will do that. So after taking the darshan of Jihad Narsingha in Dakshin Bharat in South India, he proceeded to that secluded place on the banks of the Godavari. And with a lot of pomp that evening, or like every evening, Rai Ramanan used to come with his soldiers and his security guards to take a bath in the Godavari and offer respects. And the Brahmins also were accompanied, and they would chant wonderful Vedic verses in the Godavari, glorifying the Godavari, and they would do the puja. And when Ramanand Rai saw a glowing figure a few feet away, sitting there with most effulgent like 1,000 suns, he was attracted naturally to him. And when he went there, he bowed down to him, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recognized him, and they recognized each other. Of course, Mahaprabhu is Radha Krishna, and here is Vishakha Sakhi in the form of Rai Ramananda right there in front of them. So Mahaprabhu, when he offered his obeisances, all the Brahmanas were shocked, and they were thinking like, who is this personality that this our minister is bowing down, and that too with so much reverence? So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu indicated to him that come back alone. And the next day they met alone, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him this question: what is the ultimate goal of life. And please tell me based on scripture. And as it is mentioned, that Mahaprabhu would have this habit of asking many of his associates questions uh, as if he didn't know anything, or rather, we can say he wanted to hear it from his devotees with their realizations and vistar. Vistar means the expansion of a particular verse. So he would talk to, sometimes Raghupati Upadhyay used to come to meet Mahaprabhu, and he would say, You are such a big scholar, amazing. Please recite a verse from the scripture. And Mahaprabhu would want to hear from him and the explanation. So it is not that Mahaprabhu didn't know it, but he would want to glorify, just like Srila Prabhupada. He was he became the commander in chief of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan band. So he chooses to glorify a particular devotee according to his own free will. So it is not that just Prabhupada is capable. If he wanted, he himself could have done this. Like on that platform, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached the Harinam or the Sankirtan only in India. He didn't go abroad. If he wanted, he could have done that. But he wanted to glorify Srila Prabhupada. So he gave him that responsibility or that seva. Or Rup Goswami could have easily done that. Sanatana Goswami could have done that. Any of the great acharyas could have done that. There's one one time I heard this and also read this. One senior god brother of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, his disciples, they came to him in a complaining mood and says that these ISKCON devotees are saying that the Gaudiya Math devotees are simply ringing the bell and sleeping. They don't do anything else. Basically, they're simply ringing the bell and sleeping. That's their main activity. So Sridhar Maharaj, the amazing answer he gave, that yes, Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada was known as Swami Maharaj in the Gaudiya Math because that was his sannyas name. So he said, Swami Maharaj, Sridhar Maharaj said, Swami Maharaj is the commander-in-chief of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan band. At least he is giving us the position of ringing the bell. So with great humility, Sridhar Maharaj said that at least he is giving us the position of ringing the bell in. So in other words, he very nicely told his disciples, you don't complain. What Prabhupada is doing, Swami Maharaj Prabhupada is doing is amazing. And he actually fulfilled the desire of our Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So I will end here now. The reason being that I only set the background on this conversation of Rai Ramananda and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Saturday I've been asked to continue. So I will continue this particular conversation about the different evidence that Rai Ramananda presents from the scriptures, because that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. And that's one of the most important things that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches us, that whatever we speak, whatever we preach, it has to be substantiated, supported by Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. So even him knowing that this is Vishakha Sakhi, even then he cautions in the beginning itself that, yeah, tell me the ultimate goal of life, but please support it with evidence from the scriptures. So like he says, Prabhu kahe, Pada shloka sadhyara nirnaya. Please recite shlokas. That is, sadhyara means the ultimate goal of life. What is the conclusion? Nirnaya means the conclusion. So Rai kahe, swadharma acharane Vishnu bhakti hoy. So that is his first answer. That is his first answer that he gives amongst the several different answers. So we will continue this on Saturday by the mercy of Guru and Gauranga. Thank you all very much. Is there any questions or any comments or corrections?
The one part in the guitar between the two where Ramananda Roy
says that he doesn't really know how he's speaking or something like that.
Right in the beginning.
What is it? How's it go?
Yeah, so he's very humble. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, please, like he's asking here. So he says that you know everything. Yeah, right there he says that you know everything. Somehow or the other, you are asking me to speak for my own purification. So Rai Ramanan is saying that you know everything, Mahaprabhu, but now you want to hear from me for my own purification. So that's right in before this conversation.
Something like he's saying that I'm only speaking when you're making me speak.
Yes, you're making me speak. Correct. Thank you. It is because only you, it is only your mercy that is making me speak. So this is verse number 57. This chapter, previous 56 verses encompasses what you mentioned, Prabhu.
Yeah, I was listening to Prabhupada today. He invited Sridhar Maharaj to speak at the opening of the Mayapur temple. Right? I never heard this before. It was amazing. Anyway, he's recalling all of his intimate association with Sridhar Maharaj, and he's introducing him to the devotees and everything. And then he kind of goes through his whole experience with meeting Bhaktisiddhanta and how's everything happening. And Sridhar Maharaj is encouraging him, And then I just heard this one thing today that I thought it was relevant to this. So Sridhar Maharaj was saying that, you got this impression to go preach. He said it was a lecture at Vrindavan temple on Jiva Goswami, and he became very inspired. And the Prabhupada said, yes, I thought that Guru Maharaj wanted, and these Gaudiya Math people did not do anything, so let me try in this old age. The inspiration came, and I went. By his grace, it has become little successful. That's all. I have no credit. It is all the blessings of Guru and Vaishnava. That's all. I have no credit. I do not know how things are happening. I do not know how things are happening because I am not at all a bona fide physician. But it is true. Chadiya Vaishnava Seva.
Acharya Vaishnava Seva Nistar Payache Kiva. That is from Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yeah. So, the Prophet saying that, basically like Ramananda was saying, I don't know how I'm speaking. You're making me speak. The Prophet saying, I don't know how things are happening. And this is 1973, and so many things had happened, in terms of Prabhupada's preaching and so successful. But Prabhupada said, I do not know how it's happening. I just thought it was like really,
yes.
Really the humility of a Vaishnava.
Yeah, humility. That's what it is.
It's important.
And humility on both sides. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. And so that's the ornament of the Vaishnavas.
Yeah. Teaching that the science of Krishna can be imparted. Because Ramananda Roy externally was Sudra, he was a politician, he was a Grihastha.
Correct.
So he was showing that the science of Krishna anybody can be a guru if you understand the science of Krishna.
Yes. Jai Tattaveti Shai Guru Hoya.
It's called what is the section called? Ramananda? No, it's called Shiksha, Ramananda Shiksha. What?
Ramananda Shiksha.
Yeah, so it's called.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's Ramananda Samvad. Sorry, not Shiksha. Samvad. Conversation. Samvad.
Samvad. Ramananda Samvad?
Yeah. Mahaprabhu Ramananda Samvad. Yeah. This is actually a seminar by itself. It can go on for at least 7-10 days. It's so detailed. Yeah, if the time is there, maybe.
You didn't even get to one verse. But it just shows how deep it is. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Purnima Hari Hari Bol. Gurudev ki jai. Shri Prabhupada Gaudiya Guru Var ki jai. Hare Krishna.